Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of the StyleCast. And I'm joined here with
Christian, or all-wheel drive Roach,
and his infamous Subaru that's been through a million colors and a million wheels. So tell us a little bit about like what type of car it is and the whole story.
It's a Subaru WRX TR 2007. I keep the engine stock because Subarus are infamous on blowing engines and head gaskets. So I'm more of a cosmetics guy. So interior's all done, exterior's all done. I mean, it's stock besides what you're looking at right now.
Which is funny because I feel like it's, to the naked eye, it's like furthest from stock, but it really is stock. So how many iterations of this car? Okay, how long have you had the car? And then how many iterations of the car?
I've had the car since 2019. I picked it up in Big Bear. I want to say, let's see, I had my Koenigs, I got the KFs, I got the SSRs, I got the Graham Lights, I got the 326 Yaba Kings, and then I got these 326 wheels. So I want to say like 6.
And out of all those, which ones have you been your favorite?
The Yaba Kings. Oh, I forgot the Meisters. I had Meisters too.
Meisters, yeah, I remember
so add another one. I want to say the Meisters or the Yaba Kings were my favorite ones.
Okay.
Those were good. Those are good ones.
Hell yeah. And then how about paint?
Paint. The paint has, ever since I got this car, the paint has been terrible. So my buddy Taylor, he was selling some wrap, and I was like, all right, I'm changing the color. I'm over it. So it was sitting sanded for a good month it was sanded for a good 5 months, maybe 6 months.
Okay.
Just doing body work, and then I was like, I'm doing white. And I almost regret it because of how dirty it gets all the time.
But it looks insane.
It looks good.
And then how about the livery?
So the livery is made by LookSpec, and the biggest inspiration on this car was DeAndre out in Vegas with his S15. His car is blue now, but it was white with the blue stripe all along the side. I forgot what brand or style that's his little one's called, but after I shot that car, I was like, I'm doing a white and blue colorway. So he inspired a lot of this. But yeah.
Is there like just him was your main inspiration? There wasn't like another Subaru that had a similar style or something like that?
No Subaru that I've ever seen had like inspired me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure like if I think about it hard enough, there will be like the same car that's kind of inspired me, but like colorway wise, it was all DeAndre.
That's fire.
So I don't think, when I was younger, I had different aspirations for this car and how it would look, but like throughout the years, I've kind of like made up my mind, changed directions, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna make it my own how I want it.
And would you say like how it looks now, are you like pretty content with it?
I am extremely content with it. Okay. Extremely. I love how it looks right now.
But I also think it's really cool like that you're able to like how many iterations this car has gone through. I think that's super sick.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just like finish your car and then just.
Exactly.
Really cool.
You can see my taste and style change throughout every single iteration it had.
So let's talk about stance and that whole style, because you're definitely super unique, and like, and we're in Southern California for those of you that don't know, and like out here there's a lot of like, I guess, lowered cars, but cars like this specific style you really don't see at all. No. So I think that's what's really cool.
Not at all. I mean, there's a handful out here like Brian, Static Bitch, lowest Beamer around here for sure. You got like all the Ain't Low guys, Chamu, his brother. I mean, Axel. There's a bunch of guys down here that are like pretty dumped, but it's really rare to see. A lot more people in like Corona and like LA area are dumped, but like down here in like San Diego, it's kind of a rarity to be
especially
like,
done clean though. Because
exactly,
there's a ton of like dumped cars, but I wouldn't consider them as like less as. I don't even think there's a word for it, but like for those that do know, they know the type of style.
A lot of G37s and G35s.
Yeah. So I mean, so talk about what you've done to achieve this much camber and the style behind all that.
So a lot of it is sacrificing the integrity of the car itself. I know how dumb that sounds, but like if you want to do it, just do it. Like if the car's not gonna fold. I mean, on impact, chances of folding. But if you want to make your car how you want to make it, that's how you do it. So like I've been on True Hearts for 3 years now, and like they ride good. I mean, they're $700, $600 coilovers, but I mean, you get your money's worth. Like they ride nice. I will get extreme lows eventually, but I don't need them right now. I'm on, the fronts are 24K and the rears are 22K. So I have adjustable tow arms in the rear, which make it easier so I can pop out the rear. In the front, it's just coilovers on the front. And the rear, I guess, too. But I just slotted them all the way in and pushed them in.
So I'm asking, because I don't even know this, too. Like, everything he's telling me right now, I'm also just learning. So you don't have, because I know every, like, suspension-wise, different cars, like camber, they're very different a lot of times, so you don't have control arms.
So I do have control arms, but, like, uppers, I don't have any uppers or anything. So, like, these cars are, in my opinion, the easiest cars to just lay on the ground and tilt. Because you don't even need the arms in the back. You can just slot the coilovers.
That's
You don't even
sick.
need to slot top hats. Just slot the coilovers. And you're talking, like, -12 right now.
Damn. Because on my Miata, because my first car was a Genesis, and it was the same thing. Like top hats, just max them out, crazy camber. On the Miata, you need arms, you need fucking everything.
Yep.
It's kind of annoying, but that's crazy that you can achieve this much with just that.
Exactly, yeah.
And what were your like biggest inspirations? Why do this?
So, that's a really hard question because, like, I honestly don't know. I want to say, I do want to say Brian was, like, when I first got into stance stuff.
Static bitch, right?
Static bitch, yeah. Because, like, when I wasn't lowered or anything. It was just stock on my Koenigs. I'll send you a picture so you could toss that in there. It was a monster truck, and I went to go shoot him and Andrick for the very first Culture shoot, by the way.
Okay.
So I went over, met up with them, and, like, his car's on the ground. And I was like, all right, like that's pretty sick. And, like,
and isn't it pretty cool to see a car like that for the first time? Because I personally remember like seeing it like a super slam stance car, and you're just like, holy shit,
exactly.
Something like you've never seen before.
Yeah. Well, I would say like other than Brian, I don't even know if anybody will know him because it's so like local, and he wasn't popular like. Just like a local kid. Logan Crawford had this Mazda 3, not a Speed, just a Mazda 3. And it was like the first stance car like I actually saw like with my own eyes, and I just thought it looked really cool, and I was like, I want to do that. So I got a Mazda 3. Obviously didn't lower it or do anything, but after I saw that, I was like, that's kind of what I want to do for sure. I need a car like that.
Yeah. And then wouldn't you say that like Instagram was a huge influence on your style? Because me personally.
I'd like to say like yes and no, because like I'm not chasing Instagram clout, or like I'm not building my car for Instagram or TikTok or anything, but like a lot of it's been like influence, because like you see all the guys on the East Coast do like their crazy
all
stuff,
kinds of different builds and stuff.
Yeah, so like I kind of want to match like those East Coast vibes that they're bringing down in like Orlando and Daytona, like all those guys are just on the floor. I just wish we had the same roads.
Yeah,
as they did.
So you do run a I guess like media brand Culture. Talk a little more about that.
So I started Culture when I got the car in 2019.
Okay.
I only shoot videos. I am terrible at pictures. Everybody knows this. I dabble here and there, but it started off as a actually I'll tell like the actual history. So I used to run hip hop pages and like promote stuff on Instagram.
Okay.
And I had like 30K on one account. I was making like $1,000 a month off this stuff as like when I was like 15, 16. The name of that was Culture Hip Hop, and I needed a name because I wanted to start like a group essentially. So like I'm just gonna do Culture. So I started a page, and it was really just me and my friends back in high school. I would just post our cars. It wouldn't be videos that I was making or anything.
Just posting like photos and stuff.
Just posting stuff like of our cars.
Okay.
And eventually like. I've always been a big video guy, like shooting BMX bikes and scooters and all that kind of stuff. I was always the film guy. So when I got my car, I was like, all right, like I'm going to pick up a gimbal. And it kind of just like, after I shot Andrick and Brian, like it kind of just like rolled into like all this throughout the years.
Yeah.
Shooting a bunch of crazy stuff. Got the chance to go like to SEMA. Got to shoot the Grand Prix. Got a lot of opportunities through it for a while.
That's really cool. That's what I love about this whole video thing is like you never know what can happen.
Exactly.
You just gotta click record, which is cringe as that is, but that's really cool.
And I've met like most of my friends nowadays. Like I met through videos too.
Yeah.
Like the man behind the camera.
Shout out Chris behind the camera. So I guess. Talk about a little bit more about 326. I know like they're a huge inspiration for you.
I do love 326. People hate on 326. Like there's a lot of hate and there's a lot of love. But like personally, 326 is one of my favorite brands just because their styling is so unmatched.
But it's so unique.
It is.
There is nothing else on the planet like 326.
Exactly, like their styling is just so good. So like that's why I love their wheels, and I have a steering wheel and their seatbelt covers, and like the 326 wing. Like most people really like the 326 wing. But like I've gotten some hate for it. People are like, oh, it looked better without it. But like I love the whole styling and how it is, and like just all their aero and their wheels. They're so unique. and just the styling in their own is sick.
Yeah, it's the whole story of like like how they got started is really cool. Like they started by making stickers, and then literally like the owner, he like trademarked like the whole stance thing, which is just so like bizarre, but it's so cool because of how unique it is. And the same thing with the wing and stuff. It's just like, I feel like it's how you do it. Like I can see like the Hayden stuff, but like on your car, it looks insane.
Yeah,
like,
it really matches the rear. I love like Subarus because like it has like a wide body already.
It's like it's like they cambered a spoiler in a way. I've never thought of that till now, but I'm like looking at it, like it flows
with the rear quarter panel really well. In my opinion.
Exactly.
I think it matches it really good.
Yeah.
Like I had an STI wing for a long time. I was just over it. I was like, I need something else. I went wingless. Looked really good with the carbon trunk I had. It looked really good. But I was
with the style you have now, definitely goes 10 times better.
Exactly. It's like it's my own style. Like so I got that 326 wing off another WRX too. Oh, shit. So it was already like molded for my car, but he was the only other Subaru that I know with a 326 wing. Like, so I picked that one up. I had my buddy Rear Wheel Drive Roach pick it up in Arizona for me and deliver it.
Have you seen another Subaru like even in Japan or anywhere like with stance like this and the 326 wing?
Not the 326 wing, but like stance. I don't know. I don't know how to say his name. But if you know Subarus and you know like guys out in Japan, he's not stanced anymore. It's pretty like mild now. But he was on. I want to say he was on like, it wasn't KF's, but it was something similar, and he had the full Subaru Rally livery on it. But it was just stanced. Oh, he was on Meisters, full polished Meisters, and he was all stanced out with the livery. So I think that's kind of too like what inspired me to put a livery on this thing.
And that's what I do love. I love the livery and the stance.
Yep.
Like it's just not supposed to be a thing, but it is, and it works so well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what have you done to your interior?
So my interior was like throughout the years, like I kind of just pieced everything together. I have two. What are those breads? What are they even called?
The name of the bread? I have no idea.
Yeah, they got the glitter back on it. So funny story, I was going to get a set, and Ricky over here got the set.
I bought them like hours before he bought them.
Yeah, I was going to go buy them, and then he bought them, and now they're in his Miata. So I got these two seats from two separate people. I picked them up for a deal. I think I got like both of them combined for like $1,300, something like that.
Okay.
Which isn't bad. One was in LA, one was in Vegas, so like it's good to have connections out there that can just go pick it up and bring it to you.
Definitely,
so that's I got the 326 steering wheel. So here in California, or most places I'm sure, it's a misdemeanor for a quick release, which is not fun. It's not. I don't even want to deal with that right now.
Have you had issues with that?
No, none. But I don't even want to risk it.
Cause I've gone pulled over one time at Miata, and the cop popped my hood, gave me a hard time. He was pretty chill at the end, but he's like, I see your steering wheel. He goes, that's a misdemeanor. He goes, I'm gonna be nice and not give you a ticket. But I was like, really? Out of everything, you're gonna fuck me over? Yep. My steering wheel.
Exactly.
He didn't, but
they're anal about it. Like even with the 4-point harnesses are misdemeanors too. Like that, it's crazy that's that, but.
It's just California.
Exactly. I want to get rid of the quick release and go to like a nice carbon steering wheel that's like really nice and suede.
Yeah.
Blue too, so it matches my interior.
Definitely.
2 blue bride seats in there. Before it was like stanced, I think I had my KF's Opalite Optics. I got his sticker on my car right there. But he did a Starlight headliner in my car, and he wrapped my airbag diamond stitched. And I did have diamond stitched door panels too.
Remember that?
Door cards. But I got rid of those. I still have them actually. If anybody wants to buy them for $100, it's a steal. But I picked up a set of 04, 05 STI door cards, so it matches the blue colorway in there. And then I got some Garage Moon? Is that what it's called?
Garage Moon Power.
Garage Moon Power, the floor mats. My girlfriend got me those floor mats years ago for my birthday.
Those are sick.
And then I got the old the Japanese purple light in there too. My girlfriend also got that for my birthday for me.
Bosuzoku, right? Bosuzoku light?
Yeah. It's in I can't put it in the back because I have 5% tint all around. So it's up front right now. So like I 3M taped it on. So it doesn't look bad where it is.
One of our Instagram homies with an i300, he taped his at the bottom of the car.
That's wild.
And it's fire because it like illuminates the ground. I've never seen anything like that. And
I think I have an idea for my next move.
If
that's
you have
not bad.
down there, I would give it a try.
That'd be sick. But yeah, no, like interior, that's pretty much it. I still need to finish the rear seats. The front half is done, but the rear needs to get finished. I still want to do a trunk setup. I did it a quarter of the way and I just gave up. I got better things to do right now.
Because your rear end's gutted right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep it like that?
I don't want to have it gutted, but I want to get what's it called? Aluminum paneling back there. There's a guy up in Paris that makes a really cool style for it. My buddy that I got the wing off of and the fenders.
I was gonna say those fenders. Yeah, those look really cool.
Fenders, I got them off of him too. But he has the rear seat delete that's like super cool and unique. The design of it. So I want to go and pick that up one of these days and throw that in there. I also want to cage it.
That would be. Keep it like white like this.
Yeah, I think because I want to keep it white, even though I would suggest never getting a white car. I will drive this. It's probably dirty right now, and I drove it down the road. It gets dirty so fast.
He cleaned it this morning, and we drove like not even 2 minutes. And yeah, it literally, you guys can't see it on camera, but there's a layer of dust on it.
Yeah, it's absurd. I don't think I'll probably keep the white, but I want to save up and get it like properly body worked and like paint on it and add some more flake into it. You guys can't see right now, but this wrap is really flaky.
It is. But like even like sitting a foot from it, it looks almost perfect.
Yeah.
Like for what it's been through, like it looks really, really good.
Yeah, I mean there's some spots here and there, but I mean it's just, I know I'm not going to enter into any shows. I just want to drive it and hang out, stuff like that. But there's some spots I'm like, but I can live with that, you know?
Yeah, at least for me, like, my goal is always to make my car as perfect as possible, but, like, the more perfect, like, you just have to, like, accept that shit's gonna happen, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know?
Like, if on my Instagram, you see that I threw a tantrum, like, last week.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, because there's a little piece of my livery, I'll just wrap myself out, there's a little piece of my livery that's peeling right now. And I was like, ugh, I was so mad, and I was just so over it, I was like, part out. And then, like, the next day, I was like, I love this car. This thing's awesome. Stance cars will do that to you, though.
Yeah.
Especially like if you want it to be perfect and people can't like tell like what's wrong, but like if you own the car, you're like, dude, like that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's bad.
Exactly.
Like, to the naked eye, it looks good, but like to the owner, it's like, ugh.
Well, Zero, you see it every day. It's like I think about this a lot, and I don't really talk about it, but it's like I don't have a kid or kids or anything, but I'm like just like the way we've had her. I think you can relate too with like having your car from like bone stock to where you've gotten it, and like I don't know, it's kind of a weird like comparison, but it's like you grow up with it, and you you have to take care of it, and like I don't know, like a weird comparison, but I think it has its truths to it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't think I'll ever get rid of this car. I think this will be like a forever car for sure.
Yeah.
Like one day, like when I have like way more money than I do now, this car will be a fucking monster.
That's fine.
This thing everything will be touched. The rear end will be completely redone. Like everything will be touched. Nothing's gonna be stock on it.
That's so cool. I love that about cars. Like there's no limit. You can do anything.
Yeah, I want to K-swap it.
That'd be sick. Because the engine's giving you a lot of issues, hasn't it?
No. So everybody always,
The Subaru stigma.
Dude, it's my pet peeve. Like, so my car won't be like, I won't be driving my car, I won't take it out, I won't be outside or whatever, and everybody's all like, oh, like, your car never runs, you always have problems. Like, my engine has 250,000 miles on it.
That's great.
I've never gone through a head gasket. The only thing that I've gone through with this car is a clutch. That's it. And everybody's like, oh, like, your car's always broken, it's not driving. It always can drive. It's just like, let's say, like, I didn't have taillights for the past, like, 2 months.
Yeah.
So,
you just
like,
don't want to, or
exactly,
you don't have to drive it.
Yeah, I was waiting on taillights to come in. I was waiting on door handles to get finished, all that kind of stuff. Like, it always runs.
So love it. It's a giant toy at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And like that's what I love about cars like these. Like most people see their cars as like just a means of transportation, and like we see these cars literally as a toy. Yeah. So I love that.
I mean, we got a daily and then we got a toy.
Yeah.
Chilling.
It's like we're playing GTA in real life, or fucking any game.
We're not driving really fast.
Yeah. we're just looking cool and breaking necks.
Yes. How low this car is, I do be hitting like 80, 90. And it just cruises.
I think it's really crazy. The dudes that like stance their cars like this or even more, and then like build their engines with like crazy turbos and stuff. And I'm like, they have 500 horsepower, but their cars like they have like half an inch touching the floor. It's like,
yeah, like the homie that I got the wing and fenders off of. He has a 1J swap WRX.
That's wild.
And it's nuts.
It's wild.
I rode it. He's back now, but he was static. And I mean, it was 18 all around, fender to lip. Like negative 18, and we were doing a freeway pull, and just, I mean, that thing, you might not think it gets traction, but that thing got traction.
That's wild.
It's sick.
It's crazy how, like, I mean, reliable these like setups like this can be. Maybe not reliable, but
I mean, if you get an alignment, it'll be reliable.
Yeah, but it's like these, because when I first got into like all this stuff, I was like mind blown that, you know, Logan.
Yeah.
He had I guess he was the first person I was really talking to. He had a Honda Civic stance for like 6 years. Daily drove it.
The FRS.
Yeah. And I was just like, I don't understand how like the frame of a car and shit can just like withstand the things like my Miata, the things that I've hit, and it's fine.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me like how reliable like the car can be.
I mean, subframes are replaceable.
Yeah, that's true. Most things are replaced.
Yeah, most things can be replaced. Like I have there's a big old gash in my front subframe right now from like a reflector or so. I don't know what I hit, but there is a gash down there right now. And I used to scrape frame all the time, like as is. I haven't scraped frame at all because I scraped all my frame off. Like there's nothing to scrape
but it's
anymore.
like, oh, it's fine. I guess it drives fine. You know?
I like hitting stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
I hit a bunch of stuff today when I was out for a drive. I was like, oh, nice. I'm probably sparking right now. Pretty badass.
Actually, yesterday, a Nissan Altima passed me on the freeway, and he wasn't even low. He hit a reflector off the floor. I don't know how. And it flew over my car. And that's the only time I've ever seen a reflector go flying. I've hit them, and I hear it, and it's crazy, but...
I don't think I've ever shot a reflector out. I know the homie out in, Chris knows this. When we had our Las Vegas trip, my buddy Russell, shout out Russell, POS, POS Russ. His Q45, he took out camber a little bit, but his coil, I don't think it's the same setup, but his there were no coilovers. It was a rod, welded rod, no suspension, negative 30 degrees. If you know in Vegas, you know the reflectors are massive. I was taking a video of him going...
For context, because I don't know this, like, compared to, like, the average reflectors, what, like 2 inches by 2 inches?
Oh, yeah, no, these things are, like, this tall. It's in... So we were...
That's a hazard.
Dude, it is. So we were going over, like, a bunch of them. He was like, you want to see something funny? Dude, I looked behind me, just chunks. Just chunks. He took out the whole row of reflectors, and it was everywhere. I have a video of it somewhere. I'll send that to you.
That's
too.
wild, yeah.
Just start throwing stuff
at
in
the
there.
end here, send me whatever you have so I can throw in.
I got you. Yeah, dude, for the suspension set that he had, it rode so nice.
That's crazy.
And it was on the floor. Like, it's...
Wait, so he was on, like, hockey pucks? Or not literal hockey pucks?
No, he wasn't on anything. It was a welded rod.
Dude, what the...
Yeah, my car drives worse than his does.
That, like, suspension setups always, like, trip me up. Like, how certain cars are, like, smoother than other cars. But, like, what you were saying earlier about, like, you don't understand why this is so fun. I feel like stuff like that, like, hitting shit and, like, fucking our shit up, that's our fun.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? Like, I work at a dealership, you guys know that, and, like, all the techs in my work literally just call me retarded for my car, like, don't understand it. Yeah, all of them are into like off-road shit, and I'm like, it's just like, that's fun to you. Driving my car and like jumping my shit and sparking, like that's fun to us. You know what I mean? Like, they're both fun in their own right.
Everybody has different tastes. Like personally, like I like all styles of car. Like you can shit on my car all you want, but like if I see you're in a 6-inch lifted damn F-150 like off-road car, like that thing's sick. Like if you're driving like old like shitbox, like it's probably not sick, but like Hondas, like everything is awesome to me. Like any style of car is cool. Like a lot of people just aren't fans of camber in general. I mean, it's an acquired taste.
It's acquired taste.
It's a very, very acquired taste.
To drive my car brings me the most genuine joy.
Me too.
Nothing else brings me.
Like yesterday was my first driving this thing in months, and I was like, oh, I missed it so much.
Yeah.
Especially like popping out with like the livery, like you're just breaking necks. Like it's like what the hell.
But it's like anything in life. I mean, everybody has their own niche or whatever they like. So
yeah, I don't think I'll ever like grow out of it.
That's true.
It's just like a part of me at this point.
Because I've heard a lot of people too being like, oh, you're young, like that, you'll grow out of that stand shit, and like I might, but you know what it is. At the end of the day, it's like I just live day by day, and
exactly.
If I still enjoy it, I'm still gonna do it. Like.
I mean, like I'm sure, like when I'm like 50, I'll bag it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'll deal with the back pain for a little bit. I can deal with it.
What's up with your trunk? I don't think I've ever seen your trunk. Or is there anything?
There ain't nothing back there.
Just
a piece of wood.
No spare?
Nothing.
No spare.
No spares.
That's ballsy.
I do need to, cause like I need to get a pair of wheels. I'm thinking about getting like just a spare KF or like something to toss back there to just like have. Cause I want to do like the whole trunk setup where I want to put a PS2 in there and like get a little monitor and like set up so I can play games and stuff like that. And I want to, it's not the flock, it's like the fur that you had it in your IS. All that shit.
Yeah.
I want to put that, I want to layer that in the trunk.
What are those like Mexican blankets called?
Ponchos? No. Ponchos?
Yeah, because I went to AVS the other day and like all the final throw guys in their back, they had like different colors and stuff.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to get a blue one for my car.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
Little different touches like that.
I know. I want to do everything in the in like the blue bride texture.
Blue, that would be
like I still need to do my e-brake in that. I have my my shifter in that material, like same color everything. Okay. But I want to do. I think I'm gonna skip the door cards because they're already STI blue, and I kind of like the STI blue.
Oh yeah.
I do need to get the blue STI carpet though. That's next on my list because I want it all blue and white.
What I'm super bummed about is my double din doesn't play because I've seen fools like play like Xbox 360s and play like Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, like while like they're driving, their homies are like playing and stuff.
Yep.
That would be cool. But the trunk setup would be really rad.
It'd be nice. Just pop
Post
it
up
up
with
at
your
like a
friends.
meet, just
Yeah,
like playing games. I also do have a C-Bon. C-Bon is how you say it?
C-Bon?
C like the company? C-Bon, C-Ban, C-Bon. I have a C-Bon carbon hood.
Oh.
But I got it. I've had this thing for years. I want to get a new one. But when I got this, the hood actually flew up on the owner, and it snapped the pillars. The carbon hood snapped the pillars and totaled the car. So this hood was cracked in like all the corners. What? So I had my buddy Sean who wrapped the car, fiberglass it all for me. So it's just layered over in fiberglass.
That's the same hood you've had the whole time?
I've had this hood for a long time.
Holy.
Yeah, same hood. I don't know if you remember like when it was just exposed carbon. There were
Yeah.
cracks going down the side of it. Yeah,
that.
same hood.
That's crazy.
But I want to get a new one. Just sell this thing for like $100. So hit me up. I'm just marketplacing this whole video right now.
I mean, hey,
buy these headlights too.
Who's the EOT always says like everything's for sale.
Yeah.
Like if the price is right, you can buy anything.
Just not the whole car, just little pieces, or the wing, or hood and lights.
No, I've really commended you over the years, seeing like how dedicated you've been, and like I think that's so cool. To, like,
my goal is to just be like the lowest Hawkeye around, like in SoCal. I'm not gonna take that crown right now.
Yeah.
Because I will say my buddy Ethan, he has the same Hawkeye. Shout out Ethan. He's one of my really, really good friends. He's up in he's somewhere up north, but he has the black Hawkeye. I think he just got, but I think I just exposed that for him, so bleep that one out. Anyways, he's low. We talk to each other, and like he's cut his shit, I've cut my shit, and we always just give each other tips on like what to do to go lower. So like I would say he's pretty low too on the floor. But I want to say like I'm tucking. I've never seen this Subaru tuck front besides WRX WRX.
That guy's insane.
Insane. That car's just rotting away. But I was talking to him, saying like, "Oh, how'd you get that camber up front? How are you tucking to his lug nuts?" He was like, "Dude, just cut your tubs out." The next day, cut my tubs out. So I mean, like, besides him, I want to say like, no, I know some there's some. I'm just taking San Diego. There's some low WRXs out there.
I feel like you don't even have to take it. You just show it.
Yeah.
Like, just pop it. Yeah. Like.
There's one dude in Carolina. I don't know where he lives, but it's a bug eye.
Is it black?
No, I think it's purple, but it's bug eye is like negative like 30, tucking like insane.
Ridiculous.
It's nuts.
I don't personally like camber that much, but I have so much respect for cars. Like that's just insane.
I mean, the tire price that you go through is insane. I go through like 10 sets a year. Like it's nuts.
That's crazy.
When I tell people that, they're like, they trip out. Like when I talk to my bosses, they're like, how many sets of tires go through? I'm like 10. Like I go through like 2. Like it's nuts.
Well, my tires last forever, but like I guess I've never driven a car with this much camber.
Yeah,
so.
like the backs are fine, but like the front, I have a bad alignment right now. I need an alignment, but just the turning and the wear and the toe ruins it.
That's just hard with having a car like this is you can never align it perfectly. You just kind of like
you can eyeball. I have one guy in Oceanside that can do it, but the driveway is a nightmare. Can't do that.
It's almost better to find somebody who can like eyeball it better than. Because, I mean, alignment shops just laugh at you when you go. And not just alignments and anything when it comes to stuff like this.
Be like, I'm not putting that on my rack. Like, I'm not touching that thing. Like, that's a hazard. Like, if I break something, you're going to sue me. Like, no, dude. Like, break anything you want. Just get it right. Please. There's a couple shops, but it's really limited on how much standstill do.
It takes so much, like, willpower to do something like this, but the reward of being able to drive it and seeing it roll is, like, the best feeling ever.
But seeing it roll is gnarly.
It's crazy.
Like seeing your own car drive is just soothing. Especially when you're ripping on the freeway and passing everybody, you're like, what the UFO driving right now?
That's like a crazy paradox I think about though a lot because like you drive it every day, right? So it's like seeing it from not driving it, it's like.
It's sick.
How low is it off the ground actually though? Because I haven't even looked at it.
Let me get down. Let me look really quick.
I'll input a clip so you guys can actually see.
I want to say I have grinded down a lot of frame.
I need to see this.
It's really not like that bad, honestly.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, I want to say like 2 fingers. A good 2 fingers to my front subframe.
The skirt's lower, right, than the frame?
It's about this. It's a little higher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's I want to say it's like an inch and a half higher than the subframe.
Like you guys are definitely not going to see on camera, but I'll add some shots you guys can see. But like it's dumped, but it's it's still not that low.
Yeah, like I hit shit, but like it's drivable. My other skirts that I have like ready to put on this thing though are on the floor. I was thinking about putting a lip on this thing, but I'm just gonna break it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shatter a lip back to back to back.
You don't need it.
No, not at all. They don't make anything for these cars.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing with the Miata. There's a couple things, but it's like you think people would make more things.
Like I've been trying to convince KBD to make a kit for my car. So I got beef with KBD. I got beef. So you're telling me they're gonna make a kit for a 06, 05 Mustang?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. They make shit for like the wackest cars.
Exactly. And they won't make a kit for a 02 to 07?
Like the most common cars people modify and they don't make.
Yeah, they made some like
that's wild.
Mustang that looks like an S14.
Have you ever seen somebody run it?
No, I've seen one person on Instagram run. And I was talking to him, he's like, oh, like, I don't think like I'll be able to sell that. I know so many people that would buy it. He can take my car and do it. I already have renders made of it. It's based off of an Origin kit, not a BN kit.
Okay.
But he was saying, like, I'm throwing him under the bus right now. He was like, oh, it takes like $100K to make a kit. I mean, I could. The molding, that shit's expensive. I agree, but like, he could sell that. He could sell kits for a Subaru.
I mean, that's a lot of money, but if you're gonna, like a brand like KBD that's popular, like they're gonna make that money back selling kits.
Exactly, yeah. Like, how many kits of the Mustang do you think they sold? Not very many.
Yeah, that is true.
They can sell out these. Just saying. If you're watching, respond to my DMs, please.
All right, so now we're riding in the whip. I think I'm gonna start. Well, let me know what you guys think of this segment. I think at the end of the episodes, I think riding in the car, I think it's gonna be super fun. So you guys can really see like what it's like. I've never even been in this. What sucks is like
I have an up pipe leak too, by the way.
Wait, what?
I have my up pipe leaks, so I need to get a new one in this thing.
Oh, okay. This video is not gonna do justice like at all.
It's pretty gnarly.
But I mean, yeah, it's smooth. It's definitely bouncy, but for how low and like
on the floor it is, it's not that bad.
It's not bad at all.
Little blow-off valve. That's all that's done to this car. I got a blow-off valve on it.
Don't rub at all.
No, not at all.
That's fucking nice.
You can get in the back part here and there.
Yeah. The gauges all work?
Yeah, except for the oil, I think. I just don't have it hooked up.
So how often do you actually drive this?
Lately, this past year, I haven't driven it. I probably put like maybe not even 1,000 miles on this thing. But like, I want to start driving it more. I just need an alignment. Like I used to daily it every day.
Oh, yeah.
Like before, when I had like my Yaba Kings on it and like KFs,
right.
My Meisters, it was a daily. Like it has not been a daily lately.
But did it have this much camber?
No, this is the most camber it's ever had.
Oh crap.
18 in the front and 16 in the rear.
Probably the most stance car I've ever been in. I ain't gonna lie.
That makes me proud.
That's funny. Oh, this is sick. You guys are not gonna be able to tell in the video, but it really is that smooth. Obviously, when he hits a bump and stuff, like you can tell from the spring rates, but because of the spring rates, it doesn't rub like at all.
Oh, it's good. Like I've done enough cutting and like measuring to like where like it's good. It's not gonna rub. It's not gonna do anything. I hit frame here and there, but that's about it. Tell like I need alignment, so if I let go, just swerves off to the left.
It's not bad at all though.
Exactly, it rides nice. It's pretty wild. It's a normal road.
Bye reflectors.
What if you can hear that in the video?
Kids are gonna notice.
Probably not.
Kids, adults. That's another thing I've realized is like, as crazy as your car, most people really, I feel like they don't give a fuck. Yeah. Unless they really like look at you, and even then, like, very few people are like, whoa, or like
a lot of like double taking.
Double taking, yeah. You like on the freeway though, like you'll have people pull up to you and like try to get your attention or like look at you and like thumbs up and stuff.
I like having 5%. You can just like stare at them as like they're like pulled up and started taking pictures of my car as I'm sitting inside of it. I'm still trying to find those pictures.
Yeah.
I haven't found them yet.
One thing I don't like about my fishbowl is like when I'm just trying to drive to work in the morning, people are like staring at me. I mean, yeah. I can't complain though, cause like, but I do want some tint for that reason.
Yeah, tint's nice. It saves your color on like seats and stuff too.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's why I got rid of my thrash seat, because it started to get purple. And the black was like, no, because I had the zebra seat for a while.
Yeah, that was sick though.
I know, that was my favorite seat.
Like that guy, he didn't even look. No, like if I were him, I'd be like, what the fuck? Exactly. At least look. My favorite thing though is like seeing people's reactions. It's so funny.
Yeah, no, it's great. I like people like that. They just like, how the hell does it drive? Like, that's why I wanted to build this car too.
Like that's what people don't get though. Like it just drives like another car. Like obviously, like you have to watch for bumps and stuff, but that's part of the whole fun and everything.
Honestly, that goes for like supercars too. Like you still got to look for bumps and everything. This is just a supercar.
Right.
Think about it.
Yeah. It's just a Bugatti or whatever it is. Like.
Exactly. And it is all stock exhaust and it's loud as hell. Just saying.
And it's not maybe because like you rub through it or anything like that.
That is a possibility. It is a possibility.
That's good.
Backfired.
I like the smells though, I will say.
The smells make me want to pass out.
It's part of the experience though. Well, I hope you guys were able to see, or I guess you're not gonna be able to really tell how it was, but it's pretty smooth, it's pretty sick. What is your camera specs again?
Negative 18 in the front and 16 in the rear. 18
front, 16 rear, that's pretty crazy. All right guys, so that's gonna end it for the episode there.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching guys, and episode 2, it's been lit. Peace.